Hey YouTube, Texas Gear Reviews. So today we're doing a review that I'm kind of excited about. I think it's going to be a really cool item. Piece we just picked up, UCO Candlelier. Now this is the 3-tier candled candle lantern. Reason we didn't buy it is we own pretty much all the UCO candle lanterns now. We own each of us have our own, and I have doubles of some, and so we bought them all, and this is the only one that we didn't buy yet, and I wanted to buy it. First off, let me say I think this is going to be aimed towards more of like home preparedness or you know, family outings, to where you're not traveling far on foot, you're not hiking, things like that. This isn't going to be for a hiker. This isn't going to be for a you know, your average camper that has to walk to where he's camping, tent camping I should say. And I think it would be good for like RV camping, if you're going to a campsite, you know, inside of a state park or something like that, or state campgrounds, whatever. I think it would be good for you, but mainly I'm going to say for me it's going to be aimed towards home preparedness, a good emergency kit, hurricane kit, something like that. Let's open it up. Now I don't have the specs on the other ones, but I do have some specs on this one. Cost on this, it comes in right around $12 more than the original candle lantern, which is 18 bucks. So this one's right out about 30. I've seen them as high as 35 and as low as 27 on Amazon. I picked this one up on Amazon, and the other one was sold, so I ended up paying $29 for it shipped. But I did go through Amazon Prime. I don't know if that made a difference or not. A few specs on this thing. Each candle has 9 hours on it, so if you burn all 3 of them at the same time, you get 9 hours. If you burn them one at a time, you get 27 hours. So BTUs, this thing is a beast. It's made for not only a lantern, it's made as a small cook stove area, stove top. This here gets really hot. You could boil water on it. Like if you had a GI cup would be best, but you could even like keep food warm, all that good stuff. So I think that's really cool. It puts out 5,000 BTUs, so it's a great heater for a tent. Oh my God, it would probably run you out of there. Now it's not going to be a great heater for a large room, say 200 square feet or something, but I guess that would be a small room, but it would be great for like car camping or tent camping. If you had like a small pop-up camper, I'm sure it would warm it a little bit, probably not too much. But again, 5,000 BTUs. The micro puts out, I think, 350, maybe 450 BTUs, and the regular candle lantern, the original candle lantern, don't put out much more, and it uses one of these 9-hour candles. So that's going to be, you know, all on the cons list, or all on the pros list, rather. It's not light. It weighs over a pound at 18 ounces, but this thing puts off 60 lumens. You know, the micros I want to say are right around 10, something like that. I don't. Like I said, I should have had the specs ready, but it's somewhere around there, like 10 lumens. This thing's putting out 60 lumens with 3 candles. I think that's awesome. Let's see. Where was it? It's 8 inches tall, 4 inches wide. And that 18-ounce weight is with 3 candles. Also, I have some spares here to show you. You could store quite a few extra candles in the top of this thing. Sorry about that. So it has a lot of storage in it. I'm pretty sure you could end up putting about 6 candles, because it has quite a bit of space in between the candles down there, and then you could stack them on top as well. Comes apart just like the other ones do. Pull it apart, pull these off to reload. Has the spring down here that pushes the candles up. It's the same concept as the original, only, well, I guess it would be more like the UCO Mini. More or less, because it does not slide down like the original does. And again, if it did that, that'd be great. Then I would say, yeah, great camping lantern, you know. But it is pricey to run. You know, you're looking at $5 for 9 hours. That's about what those cost. And the beeswax, when they're outrageous. Like, I don't even think about buying those, because I could buy 2 boxes of these damn near for what I pay for 1 box of beeswax candles. And they have citronella candles as well for outdoor use only. That's another thing, is you can use it indoor, obviously, if it's for a heater. So, like I said, make sure I covered everything. It has the windproof chimney, stove capabilities. The heat shield provides a stove-like surface to, you know, boil small amounts of water, melt snow, or just keep your food warm. It is the 3-candle design, 27 hours, spring-loaded, just like the original. Thing comes with a lifetime warranty from UCO. Now, I believe that's on the body itself. I'm not sure about the chimney, because I know they do sell replacement chimneys for it, but I think that's just on the body itself. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Like I said, great emergency preparedness kit. You could use it as a heat source, you know, and if your power goes out, put it in the bathroom. You know, if it's that bad outside, put it in the bathroom, light it up, you know, small area, you should be able to heat it. And it's pretty safe to use. These things aren't very unsafe, you know. It's not like they're a huge hazard or anything like that. So as far as reviews go, we always tell you what other reviewers thought. We didn't read a whole lot. We did read about 5 of them. However, we looked at the star rating systems, and you're looking at about 4 out of 5 star average. So most people gave it a 5 star. There were a few 3 in there, obviously, but even the ones that had the huge cons list still had a pretty good pros list with it. So we went over our pros. Let's go over our cons. The only con I see for this is cost of running. You're looking at, like I said, $5 for 9 hours, $2.50 a night if you don't use it that much. If you just use it for, you know, 4.5 hours, then you get 2 days out of it, or 2 nights out of it, however you want to look at it. I definitely wouldn't use it as a cook stove. Unless I was just using it as light, needed to boil a cup of water, then yeah, I would throw a cup of water on it to boil it. But definitely it's too expensive to run as a, well, I don't know, because there are stoves that only run 30 minutes that'll cost you $4 or $5, so it's not that bad, I guess. But I just don't think it's going to heat up the way they advertise it. We're going to test it for sure. We're going to do some testing videos with this and make sure it'll boil water before we you know, change the rating on it, because it may bring it down if it doesn't boil the water. But we're going to rate this thing. We're going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. I can't find too much wrong with it. You know, it would have got 5 had it been the candles were $1 a piece to replace and cost was $25. It got a 5 stars from me for sure. But being that the candles are a little bit more expensive to buy, and the lantern itself is quite expensive for what it is, we're going to give it 4. So we may raise that. If it boils water, that'll definitely be bumped up to a 4.5 at least. 4.5 stars, you know. So be looking out for the update on this. We have a lot of gear to review coming up. We're trying to get more reviews out every week. You know, we have 3 channels we're working on, so we can't just, you know, devote all our time to one channel, but we are going to start at least getting 1 review out a week, if not 2, maybe 3. So that's going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching YouTube.